Okay, so this will be, I guess, the fourth time I've done the video trying to do this machine. Wow, I didn't realize that there were so many sort of blue lines and issues with this old Logitech camera. Um, it's low light conditioner CCD is just not as good as I thought it was. Yeah, I've been thinking about trying to get a new one. I can even make out the grids. You see the little squares around? That's pretty fascinating. Never realized that. So, um, yeah, I think about getting a new one in a bit, and then I think I am going to, I don't know. I know I said there's two people. Isn't that crazy? Like somebody actually came in for a minute. What are you doing? Maybe they get notifications on their phones or something. I don't quite know. I always have those turned off. So, yeah, this is going to be another machine night, I guess. Night number 4. A few things that have changed. I now do, I'm using an app on my phone to sort of track how much time I spend on things. Let's see if it adjusts. Oh, it does. So I fell asleep earlier, and then I woke up, and I got the pieces from part number 3. But I'm trying to, like, uh, I guess, sort of track how I use my time, and it'll allow me maybe to set goals and to make sure that I spend time on things that I value. It's just something that I want. This thing, I guess, say I don't value it, but I've just done so much on it, and I always feel like that I'm right near the last step. I'm always right near the end point where it's supposed to be that it's just another hour or two away. It's the Zeno's paradox. I think the Zeno. Yeah, it's a description of limits in sort of ancient Greek mathematics about how uh, something always gets, I think, close in half the distance every unit of time, and they will never actually reach their final destination because it's always cutting it in half. Um, so I think that's something, there's a lot of things in life that are Zeno's paradoxes, whether it's stuff like reliability or it's the 80-20 rule, right? It's a different way of saying it. I guess I did the most complicated description of the 80-20 rule I can think of. So let's see if this is going to be the final night. That would be lovely. I'm going to try to get it done under 5 hours. As you can tell from the music, the computer's not even down yet. So I got to bring it down, and hopefully I won't, like, tuck my shirt into my underwear this time like I did last time. I look like a total dweeb. Anyway, let's see what I can do. All right, let's try to see if I can start without that. Okay. Probably have to move the speakers. I don't know, like, this thing's got Bluetooth. So I've got these Bluetooth speakers, or this Bluetooth adapter I got because I lost my previous one, and it's only like $12 to get another one. So I told myself, like, forget about it. Why waste time? Why not just order another one online? You're going to use it somewhere. So now it's just been sitting there. I guess I will use it somewhere, and eventually this one's going to break. So it's worth keeping. They're small. It's like this. And yeah, so I guess I might as well just start using it. And the machine that I'm doing this from is a laptop. It's got Bluetooth on it. So I think that if I can just sort of sit here, and last time it was kind of weird because I can't do a screen share or anything. I can only, like, sort of reverse the camera. But even then, like, I don't know if you can, see, you really can't have it. See, the screen is huge. with regard to this camera. So you'd have to like set it back to here or something. Maybe I can do that. Hold on. Get this. You just use old computers as stands because that's what I've got right now. So okay, so let's just try this. So I'm gonna start with this thing. I've got a blinking light. Then I'm going to go over here and do tool in Linux, the GUI tool, the one that's much easier to use. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. I'm comfortable with this thing now. I don't have to do the other one. For a while, I was doing the GUI tools because it was so much easier, but reliability of it just kind of sucks. And once you learn a little bit more about the CLI tool here, it's really not that crazy. I mean, you know, if Unix Haters Handbook refer to this as, you know, it wants to have a conversation with you. You know, it drops you into some kind of prompt. So ever since that 1994 book came out or so, I always refer to these CLIs, these rebels, as that. What is this? Congratulations, you win a free gift card. Oh yeah, I see these things. So that was my Boltoon. Will it actually do it? So I occasionally get these things when I buy something on Amazon, and it says like, oh, that's right, it's up here. It says like, you know, you won a free $20 gift card, and I think that if I leave a positive review for the product, I will indeed get $20, which is, I guess, a pretty good return on investment if you're just spending a few seconds doing that. So I might actually do that. So I've just got liquids I'm trying to drink. Because, you know, I'm in a world of non-reliable income, so any kind of money making is good. I'm gonna put this chair out of the way. I mean, even if you don't have a job, which is what I'm currently in the state of right now, it's almost like what you know, you should still be valuing your time to a certain point, and that should be independent of how much you're getting paid, right? And because at the end of the day, you are your own executive, right? Like, you are the person who decides what you are or are not doing. So you could say that, you know, even if you're getting paid really well, how you decide to spend your time when you're getting paid really well, it's still up to you. So it's always up to you. It's just that it changes the perspective, because it throws you into a different institutional sort of category. Yeah, I don't know. Am I doing things that are of commensurate value as to what I want to do with my life? The answer is no, I don't think so. Can many people say that? I don't know, that's a good question, right? Let's see, what can I do? Can I put this on here? Oh my goodness, look at this. I can actually have like a real webcam. A real backlit. So I guess I'm going to go get some water. I'm going to clear some of this out. Oh yeah, the piece that I got. It's funny, I ordered this piece beforehand, but it turns out that I didn't. I ordered it before I got my power supply, but I thought that maybe I could use an order sort of line to the power supply instead. And I think that this is all I needed last time. And the interesting thing here is I think I can chain them. I think I can just chain them up. So I can't. I can't. These are both EPS connectors, and I thought the standard was such that that would be okay. If I can't do this, I guess this is the real test. If I can't chain these, well, I can't. See, I can smash them together. Cool. So the fact that I can do that means that I can try this MSI board again. Oh, that means I have to take the entire thing down, swap them, hopefully not break the CPU again. That was 6 hours last time. What the fuck? All right. Yeah, it just feels like a waste of time, right? Very nice, but it's all gonna go away soon. There's bring that thing down. Let's see what I can do with no, because I turned it around and you can't really read it, so you just have to sort of listen to me and narrate. Right? I will just tell you what I'm going to do. How's that? So all of this music comes from a laptop, which is in my bedroom, and there's a number of tools that I built starting about February that allows me to explore new music. And that's kind of, oh, that's right, that's not going to work. I need to, I did a Avahi MDNS name, and that only works if you're on the same subnet. There's a way to sort of, broadcast that stuff through. I never got that working. I never tried, really. I just said, who cares? So, because I'm not wired right now, there's an issue with that. Oh. So let me go over here. And basically, this is a way for me to sort of like listen to music just once. That's the whole project. And to have a large sort of database of things to listen to. Okay, so here. So that speaker's coming out of the laptop. And that's because I need to use Pulse Audio in order to transfer it over. So what happened last time was I created that tool that allows me to do, yeah, that was a cool tool. That allows me to redirect where the audio goes. And fail to initialize audio driver pulse. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. It's here, and everything is here. It's just not. Why did it not do that? So let me try this again. So it said it couldn't actually do it. So I'm just going to try just an MP3 directory file in my home directory. And yeah, so I guess there it is. With absolutely no arguments whatsoever, it will send it over to the Bluetooth device. So I guess what I could do is maybe also have a null output. I don't know. So I could do this. So I'm just going to try to read out my script. And I have this little lines, AO with a $sign. And if I just remove that line entirely, let's see what happens. Which is weird because, like, it was a useful feature, and I'd have to sort of figure out how to. Again, see the same thing as the last time. It's not allowing me to move it over. It's something else. It's the same crap that I dealt with a few days ago. So now what I can do is I'm just going to read that command line to see if there's a difference here. I don't see it. I really don't see it. It looks the same. And so if I do this, and I'm just doing copy and paste. And if I copy and paste the command line, now, for the strangest reason, I get the option of choosing the Bluetooth or not. There's something different between the two of them. It's not the same. There's something different. What the hell is the difference? Is it the terminal? So here's another thing I could do. I could just try to. I've exited the application. I'm going to kill the one over here. I'm going to try to run it in the same shell. See, running in the same shell, I'm getting the same issue now. So there's something having to do with how the shells. That was the same result that I had claimed that I found last time, but and the reason I claimed it sounded valid then, but I can't claim that same reason the second time. This is a one-time thing about permissions. Okay, so here it is now. Supposedly it's playing on the Bluetooth. I don't know. I mean, I should say, I don't know why I was able to do it. So let me try this. Then plug it in here. One of the things that I do is I try to, the Bluetooth has its own, so we have a lot of different volume controls. There's like the in-application, then there's ones for Pulse Audio, then there's ones on the device itself. And so my policy is generally to just try to use one. So what I'm going to do here is probably just use pulses. So I'm going to bring it down to about 50%. Now I'm going to go over to the device and put up max volume, so that everything's at 100% for my device. That just gives me a more sane control over things. Okay, so bring the machine down. And I guess direct the camera downward, I would think, maybe. Okay, cool. So it has a PXE, which is a PXE, PXE boot. It means that if you can boot it over or wake on land. Yeah, wake on land is the proper way to say it. So it always sort of freaks me out when I sort of bring it down and I see that the land light's still on. I'm like, what happened? And it's a pretty common feature, but I guess they just didn't have a lot of it, so still not. You know what else I was gonna do is that I didn't like the microphone setting last time, so I wanted to review it again. I'm thinking about maybe swapping over to the Cartoid setting. Oh my god. All these sort of like, there it is. Oh wait, there's no audio at all? Are you kidding? Oh no, there it is. So it's the top setting. That's not what I want. Let's try this. Okay. So I want this one. And I guess that fan is the only ambient sound. See what happens. Because there's a room noise effect. Yeah, that's real. It still sounds like that I'm in a submarine. But this just sounds broken. Actually, it's okay. Now that's the one that's... Yeah, let's just try this one for now. Oh, look, somebody was commenting. Holy shit. I wonder who that was. Let me see what I can do. So let me turn off the video right now. Actually, I'll put it on. Do you think so? You can hear everything. Okay, so it actually sounds much louder through the microphone than it is in the room. But this setting is pretty nice because it allows me to sort of have just this in the background. Anyway, let's just do this for now. Oh, I was about to take apart this machine. That's the wrong one. All right, so I gotta get all the tools again. And hopefully this time I've got all the parts. This is that one was key, and then the kit was key last time. This one. So I'm gonna get these two. I'll get just a thing of water. So anyway, yeah. Okay. You can tell I'm not looking forward to it, right? That is just not something I really want to be doing. Oh, I left something plugged in. I wonder if my friend got back to me. My friend, he might have. Oh, that's right, I was missing one. This might be kind of stuff that he'd like to watch. Oh, and then there was the other things. There's these things that I was using. Alright. Part of the reason I didn't put everything back after the failure was that I knew that this was going to happen sooner rather than later. so that I'd be okay with this. Okay, so maybe I do want to have a lower angle. Oh, look, there's a person here. I don't know who this is. Oh, I like that. I'm just picking up random people from the internet. Let's see. I don't know if I can. It looks like they have a furry icon. So what it is that like I've got this. I put together this Threadripper machine. This is the AMD Threadripper, and I've got the MSI mainboard in here right now, and I use Linux, and so there were some issues in the temperature sensors and a bunch of. Actually, I have a list of things that I was not happy with. So it was the Bluetooth hardware didn't work, the temperature sensors. The boot time was, whatever it is. These things right here. And before the return window died, I thought maybe I could try it out with this Asus right here and see how it worked. So the goal, which is a pain in the ass, is to swap out the motherboard on a machine that costs like $3,000. And so this isn't like something where I'm like just sort of sitting here like, oh, whatever, willy-nilly just throwing things around. There's some pretty expensive hardware here, so I have to be super careful. So I decided to sort of YouTube live this, just sounded like an interesting project to do. And so this is now the fourth time that I'm now working on this. And as I said last time, I'm gonna try to do this as much as let me get a no light to make that easier to see. In fact, I think I've got one around here pretty close by. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Ah, there it is. It's just a matter of having to take all these things out, and it's just such a pain because it's so time consuming. I don't know why people, like, the last thing I want to do is actually do this. The fact that people are watching me do this is kind of crazy. Oh, there's another thing that I had, which was my box of stuff. All of the tools that I need in order to do this stuff. So here's all my extra sort of supplies. And that's where everything goes. So, I'm an engineer, and I've done lots of hardware engineering. So all of the details of maintaining tools and supplies and stuff like this is something that I'm quite familiar with. It's something I've been doing my whole life, I guess. So I don't know why I'm wasting my time spending 6-hour sessions doing computer repair tech, because it's just not worth it. My time should be more valuable than that. But your time is as valuable as you make it, right? And that the person who determines the value of your time is first and foremost yourself. So this is really my fault for doing that. Anyway, it's really warm here, so I'm going to try to use a fan. Hopefully, it's not going to do too much room noise. Feel free to complain if you want to. Hopefully that's not too loud. So I'm gonna just. Oh, why are you doing it then? That's a good question. I guess I'm kind of more motivated by my fears and regrets than by my hopes and dreams. And I think that's a problem, really, that I don't. It's more about things that I don't want as opposed to things that I want. So I'm saying what I don't want is to stick with some motherboard here or whatever, some part that has a lot of issues, and then for the next 4 or 5 years I'm just constantly in some kind of, things are just broken, they never quite work right, blah blah blah, whatever it is. Whereas if I just was if I just gotten the right object, I would have done much better. So it's the same sort of. I'm more motivated by my regrets than my hopes, and maybe that's the core of how I don't value my time. Is it's directed by the wrong emotions. It's like just to be like really sort of crazy when people talk, like I've got friends who are meth addicts, and they talk about how they spend days edging, right? And it just always struck me as crazy that you'd spend multiple days basically looking at internet pornography, and what a waste of time. But they're controlled by this one emotion that they have, right? And that determines like how they utilize their time. And I think that like all of us, our motivating functions are determined by a set of emotions. And whether those are better angels or worse angels or are, addictions or whatever it is, those are the things that sort of guide us. And those are the things that determine the value. And part of happiness is having an introspection on which of those emotions you decide to listen to. Whether it's that it's the one that's telling you to, do something that you've always wanted, or it's the one telling you to save money, or it's the one telling you to, pursue some kind of love life. Those are all different emotions, right? And figuring out which one to feed is the difference between depression and happiness, I think. And so I don't think that I've got a healthy relationship with it right now, to be quite honest. The fact that I'm doing this. I should just sort of throw it to the wind and say, all right, it's just done. I don't care. But here I am. I don't know. It's a. I know you it's a basic question. I gave a very long answer, but if I stop right now, then there's no more content. Maybe that's part of it, is that I wanted it to be greater than just the one thing, right? I wanted there to be more than that. Let me start with some more music. Hold on. What kind of soda do I like? I don't really drink soda. What I've been doing recently is, let me tell you a story. Okay, you're going to tell me a story. Okay, you can do that. That's fine. While you do it, I'm going to be taking screws out, though. So I will be reading your screen while I take the screws out. And eventually I'll have to, oh, actually there's a little magnetic tool that I like to use so these screws don't go everywhere. And I think it's in my other box. Give me a second. I don't see it. I have no idea where I put it. So yeah, I'm waiting for your soda story. Where'd I put it? Shoot. I got too many things. I don't know if the live thing preserves this these conversation threads. So if I is that it? Yeah. If somebody else comes through and looks at this thing after I post it, I don't know if they can see this context, you know. So it might just be like I'm just talking to some imaginary group out there. Yeah, it's just I don't really like this that much. Let me try something else. There we go. Get it. Try the next one. So let's see. I did get one thing done this weekend. I wanted to make a fake video about a Series A deck for a company. And it's also on my channel. I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, I'm really happy with the output. I think it's really good art. It's the kind of art that I've been meaning to do more of. Is art that doesn't necessarily look like art. Oh, he said, my friend just texted me, he said it was too long. It was under 10 minutes. Like, fuck off. It was not too long. Standard Series A pitch is 10 minutes. Oh, my friend said something. He's lurking and he's waiting for me to take my clothes off. So, okay, here you are. So, let me just do it. This is just for a friend of mine who is supposedly watching me, and he asked me to take my shirt off. So here it is. So now we're having a shirtless computer repair here at my apartment. Let me just see what he says. Oh, exposed. Yeah, you can see my lack of working out during COVID, right? I don't. I'm not going to pretend like I have any type of. I'm just a middle-aged man at the end of the day, right? There's nothing great about this. Oh man, you know, it's just a realization I've made over the past couple of years that, you know, I'm not young. I'm just I'm almost 40, and that's just what it is. And there's nothing wrong with it. I don't want to be 21 anymore, actually. So why not? Yeah. I don't know why. that'd be so funny if I go from like 3 viewers to like 40. Oh my god, this guy's shirtless on YouTube. Is that against the rules? Yeah, this is more exposure to my OnlyFans account. Let's see what's going on here. I'm still trying to take out all the screws. You know, I'm not really at a good positioning here. Like, this is going to take me longer than I thought it was going to take at this rate. Oh, it added 2. So not only that, but somebody left. Somebody left. So that means that this shirt is actually doing the opposite of what I wanted to. People are leaving now. They're seeing too much. So let's just try this again. I'm going to put the shirt back on since my view count went down by 33%. There it is. Okay. So, and I don't even know who left. That's the problem with this thing, that it doesn't really tell you. I don't know if it was my friend or not. Let's see where we're at. I think I'm at 0 screws, so I think I can actually take this thing out now. I missed one. Oh! So you're still here, okay? So it was the guy who asked me to take off my shirt that left. Oh, hilarious. Yeah, I'm still removing screws. I don't know. Do you do anything with computers? Do you know anything about hardware? Is this something you do? I don't know what your line of work is. I've been on the internet long enough that when I started, like everybody on the internet was kind of in computers in some way. So I guess it's kind of a latent realization. Well, I've realized it by now that the vast majority have no idea how they work. They're on the internet now. But you know, I started in the early 90s, so a long time ago. Yes, that makes me old. Oh, I'm afraid I only just became. Oh, what kind of coding are you? What kind of languages are you working with? So, yeah. It's something a lot of people are doing nowadays. So, I still see it as a specialty. I don't think that it's something that everybody should do. Silicon Valley people think that everybody should code, but that's only because they want coders to be cheaper. They don't want to pay them such high wages, so they want it to be a commodity skill. But that's just their con job. We all know what's up there. They're trying to reduce their costs. Come on now. Where did that screw go? It's in there somewhere. Oh, there it is. It says, oh, yeah, respond, yeah. Okay, so what I need to do now is go down here. I was focusing on HTML for, okay, so that's very basic. Okay, cool. Well, if you're enjoying it, then that's all that matters. And I wish you the best, I guess. It's a good starting point. I was I was learning HTML back during a Netscape Navigator 2.0, so it was a long time ago. And I guess the nice thing about it is that it really hasn't changed much since then. So there's a couple things have been added, but like it's not fundamentally harder to learn than it was, let's say, 1995 or so. Which is a really nice thing to say, because a lot of things have become much more difficult to learn since then. So it's a nice feature of it. Yeah. So there's my heatsink. Yeah, then hang out. Sorry, getting the shield a little loud. I can't say anything. The shield a little loud. So this is the 8-pin CPU thing. This is the thing that gave me so much trouble last time because it turned out that I didn't have the right connector. And I spent about an hour trying to figure out whether I wanted to jerry-rig something together. Jury-rig is the word. But I decided I didn't want to. And just ordered the part. Which was kind of disappointing thing because it meant that I had to put everything back together for a few days just to do this again. So here we are, board. So I did own a gaming PC, however. Okay, yeah. I don't play video games, but the gaming PC people really sort of helped lower. I mostly do like scientific computing, data analysis, other types of academic research, things like that. Just sort of, I'm much more of a scholarly person. But if the gamers weren't there to lower the prices, then oh shit, you're both there. That means that there was a third person that was totally lurking. That was here beforehand. And they're the ones that left with the shirt thing. Let me see if I can do this when I don't cut off my head. So hacking, you could. So with the GPUs, you can do a lot of GPU-based sort of cracking these days. A lot, But no, I don't do much. I don't do that really. That's not. It's mostly sort of analyzing big data sets and doing pattern recognition, things like that. There's been a lot of sort of projects that I've ran over a couple years, and yes, that's what I do. And if it wasn't for all the gamers out there, these would still be extremely expensive machines. Yeah. And so thank you guys for bringing down the prices of everything. I appreciate you crashing the price of all hardware. So hold on. I'm gonna do one. And also what you've done is now these PC building things have become extremely easy to do. I tend not to tell people I'm trying to learn coding. So many people are gatekeeping online that it gets too negative. I think that they use it as it's used as a kind of cultural hierarchy today, in that it's a way for people to feel better than others, and they want that to be an exclusive category, like a club. That's kind of why guilds were first formed. Is that they want things like the stupid things, like you gotta get a license for hair braiding or whatever, or doing people's nails, and it's because they wanted to protect that and say, oh no, not everybody can do it. You gotta got to pass all of these bullshit little rules, and then you can become one. But programming has somehow avoided all of that. And you have somebody like me who has a master's degree in computer science, 20 years of experience, another degree in mathematics. I've done a lot of things like this, and I call myself a computer programmer. And somebody who just started learning 6 weeks ago also calls himself a computer programmer. And it puts us at this kind of equal playing field where I would assume that a lot of people wouldn't be comfortable with that. And you think, he should be called something else, like a first admiral or some kind of like rank or something. But I don't really have an opinion on it. I like that it's open, and I like that anybody can do it, and it's accessible. So, but I understand why people are protective of it. So, I don't know. It's don't listen to those people. Just do. Who cares, right? The more the merrier. It's fine. There's enough computer problems out there for all of us to solve and still get paid well. It's okay. And plus, I'm not going to live forever, so there needs to be a generation that replaces me. There we are. I'm trying to skip this one. But I guess that's part of what this project over here has really been about. All those books that I've been reading is that they're all sort of the business and the technology management side and all the other things, because I've been trying to differentiate myself and not just be a sort of basic coder, if you will. And I'm trying to sort of grow past that mold personally, because I think that I have more to contribute and more to offer. So for the past maybe 5 years, I've been really reading the business side of things. Trying to really find out more about how that's done, so that perhaps I can contribute a few more things. Now, I haven't had an opportunity to use that professionally yet, really. Well, that's not true. I've been managing, but I've been managing programmers for 10 years now, so. Contribute a brilliant mind, please. Contribute a brilliant mind. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm sorry. I wish I could contribute a brilliant mind. I don't know. I wish I could help you there. So I'll just continue until you can clarify that a bit. So now I'm doing. Just be yourself. Yeah, but who am I? I think that we should always be in a conversation of that. And I don't want to be in a position where I'm just basically a perpetuation of where I was in junior high school, but just a little bit older. I want to be a genuinely different and better person, and distinctly sort of separate from that. So I want to become a new self and constantly sort of reinvent who I am and what I can do in order to just better myself and live new experiences and be a better person. This is a $2,000 processor. This is the most important part of the entire process. So excuse me for ignoring everything right now. Okay. Boom. All right. Hey now. Got it in. What did you say? You said, I'm being silly with a stranger. Got to stop that. Just confused. Oh, no, it's okay. The internet is all about these opportunities. We kind of forgot about that when we did Facebook and all the social networking. Is we went and said, oh, no, you're only going to interact with people that you already know, which I think is nonsense. That's not what the internet's about. The internet's about interacting with sort of odd and strange new people in countries you've never been to, or all those other. It's about all those opportunities there. When when the internet first started, it was just wild to be in a chat room and talk with somebody and say, "Where are you? Oh, you're in London? Oh, I'm in Los Angeles. Oh, it's dark there? Oh, it's light over here. How's the weather? Oh, it's raining? Oh, it's sunny here." And just sort of the most basic things. And it was just amazing to just talk with random people that were just in completely different situations than you. Just like as if you're at a bus stop somewhere, but they're across the world. And we kind of got old on that, and we sort of ran away from that. And it's been a project of mine, maybe for about 8 years now, to do more things personally as a practice that would bring that back. Because I think that was a very important part of what the internet was about, and we just kind of abandoned it. The only time that we sort of interact with strangers now is somewhat hostile, right? We in politics, or sometimes when we disagree with them, we argue with them. It's not healthy. So I think that we need to genuinely socialize again. One-on-one with a stranger. There's been more tools recently about that, but the one-on-one tools usually just degenerate into like sex. Oh yeah, like the omegals and things like that, and that's not what I'm interested in. I want to have about 2 years ago, I worked for about 6 months with somebody on trying to create a platform where you could have these types of one-on-one social interactions with people, and trying to design it in a way that it would not just become about sex, and not like you can exchange pictures, you can have profile pictures, you can do videos, basically you precluded the possibility of people using it for that facility. And we launched it, and it never gained traction. So I tried it for a long time, and people just didn't want to do it. So it's something that I personally valued, but I didn't think a lot of other people did at the time. Maybe it's just that the time for it hasn't come yet, and I can maybe relaunch it in the future. And people will see that random strangers on the internet is better, more valuable than just for unzipping your jeans. At least that's a dream that I've got. Anyway, let's see what I can do with this thing. Look for the right bit. So this is the M2. This is the NVMe drive that I'm trying to put into a bright spot over here. It's funny because I talked about how long this is going to take, but then since I decided that I'm going to do it like on YouTube, it's just going to pad the time. It just makes this thing, take 50% longer. So I'm stopping, not just trudging through, but I don't know. That's how I travel as well. I like to take the more scenic routes. Because I guess if I'm going to spend the time doing something, I might as well enjoy it, Oh, I see. There's no slot down there. It's really small. Well, what else is that happen? So that's already point against it. So now we're going to be at a point where I can actually install the board back in. Super exciting. I have all the parts now. Um, Let me move over here so people can see it. Oh, I always enjoy scenic routes. When I would bike, I would take one. Where are you from? Are you from the United States? Are you from you know, are you from the East Coast, the West Coast? I have no idea who I'm talking with. I might build some context. Let's see what I can do. Excuse me while I try to get this board in. Oh, actually, this piece right here. This is the fuzz. I can do now. Um, okay, so that's that part. This is the piece. West Coast at the moment. Oh, hello. Yes, I'm in Los Angeles, so it's supposedly going to get much cooler here in the 70s this week, so it's going to be nice. Yeah, I've been thinking about leaving the United States in general for a number of years now, and so that's still, I think, still a goal of mine. Kind of, it's not about the politics of our country or anything. I feel like that I just want to live a little bit more. I just want to sort of explore a little bit more and live in Europe for a while, just to have a different sense of being, if you will. That's the place. So I think that's part of. I've been doing a lot of eBaying and trying to sell things off, but I've got more stuff than ever now. And hopefully I can turn the tide and start getting rid of crap and reduce what I own so that I can get down to having almost nothing, and I can just get up and leave. And that would be a great thing. I've got enough money, so I'll just go. I just want to try something new in life. I guess some people their midlife crisis is the convertible with the young woman, but for me, I guess it's leaving the country. I've been contemplating leaving the USA as well. I had my eyes on New Zealand and Canada. I also spoke some Slavic, so maybe Slovakia. Yeah. I mean, if the Slavic languages are quite similar to each other, I've heard. So I guess anything on the eastern side would be fine. Even in the Balkans, they have Slavic languages. And yeah, New Zealand, I've heard great things about. I haven't had a chance to go. I'd like to go to New Zealand. I've been to Australia, but a lot of good things down there supposedly. Australia was nice. I've been to Melbourne, Sydney. Spent a couple weeks down there. About I don't know, a while back. It was very much like Los Angeles, actually, just in weather and it was actually close to Portland. If I was to describe Melbourne, I'd describe it as Portland. Yeah. If I was to describe Sydney is Seattle. Sydney's unique. I don't think I've been to anything else that's been like Sydney before. No. Yeah, Sydney's pretty unique. I can't really sort of. It's close to Vancouver. Sydney's like Vancouver. There's more stuff going on. Yeah, that's probably right. Oh, yeah, it's close to Vancouver. It's like a mix between Vancouver and Seattle. Yeah. I liked Melbourne much more. I don't know. Let me turn up the volume on this thing. I can't tell whether I like it or hate it. Where did my volume control go? Okay. Every time I come over here, it just like sort of re-scrolls. I think that more people are typing. Okay, cool. So I guess that all I really need to do here is plug in the ATX, then plug in a couple of the main board screws, just enough that the thing doesn't, topple on top of the other thing, and then plug it in. And then I guess I'm gonna set the entire apartment complex on fire, and you'll go offline, and you'll read about it in the local news. So let me see what happens. Oh, come on. So how did you find out about the stream? Do you just subscribe to me as a user and it appeared on your telephone? Like, I don't know how this worked. I don't know how you find out about live streams on YouTube. Yeah, I don't like this. Where did the music go? Where did the controller go? Where is everything? Just close some windows down. Oh, there it is. Like, I know how my other friend found out about it because I sent it to him. Oh, we have that mysterious lurkers back in, or a new one, I should say. So it's okay. I don't know if just randos on the internet just like say, oh, let me check the live streams and just start clicking around. I don't quite know how this works. Whatever it is fine. Okay. Let's see. I don't like this either, by the way. Let's try the next one. It's okay. Ah, there it is. So I'll be able to put this thing vertically in a few seconds after I get some more screws in. Again, I'm not going to put all the mounting screws on. Maybe just one more. Kind of like the other board, but that just might be because of the randomness of getting it first. Random choices become preferences. This one. Okay. Come on now. Trying to convince myself I don't actually need that one. If I just plug this one in, I'll be happy. Okay, so now I've got 4 out of like 9. Oh, so let's put this thing in too. So then it's the heatsink, the liquid cooling. Found it. Technology is now terrible. Oh yeah. That was a fun series. Yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah, I've been trying to do different kinds of things with with just the video thing. I should probably get back to the Technology is Now Terrible project. That was fun. That was fun. I was just being like a malcontent, if you will, just bitching about things. But yeah, there's an interesting thing about that is that like there's no legitimate place to complain about stuff anymore. What it does is every single company, they just take you into these sort of like therapist-run tech support channels, like saying like, oh, now they're there, what's wrong? Oh, they're there. Like, let me help you click on a mouse. And then you're like, no, you guys have done this completely wrong. Like, I'm a programmer. Like, you really fucked this thing up. And there's really no way to go in from a point of competency and say, no, you don't need to baby me. You don't need to bullshit. You guys fucked up, and I'm trying to help you. And I actually don't want my money back. I don't really care about the money. I'm just trying to help you not have a shitty product. It's impossible to do that now because people silo the entire customer project. Sales and marketing and support and product design. Oh, they're all different from each other. They're all unrelated. And it's a problem. It leads to this really crap experience. Okay, so I'm almost done. I think. And again, this is just a super minimal. Oh, no, I'm not. I didn't plug the heatsink in. Which would have been a problem. A major problem. So this thing needs to go down to fan control, which, see, I don't know what anything is in this. And I don't want to have to, like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'll have to refer to the manual. I know, I'm sitting here reading now, but I'll have to do that because I think it's all in that box. Yes. Okay, there it is. I'm not liking any of this stuff. Six. LGB connector. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Yeah, that's really CPU cables. It's a bizarre place to put them. 4. And pump connector. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so that's I would say that the MSI board is just easier to deal with. That's my first brush right now. It's there was it's nice. This thing's kind of a pain. Alright, so this is what I promised I'd do. So, yeah, you can see now, but kind of, with all this crap in a way. I'll lay this close to this. So, now what I need to do is plug this thing all the way up there somehow. And I guess maybe, shit. Yeah, but I try to do constantly new projects just because, I don't know. Why not just, I don't know, I mean, I'd like to think I still don't know what I'm good at. Yeah. Still exploring myself. And other times, what would happen is you'd have somebody on come, you know, come out as trans at like when they're 45 years old or whatever it is, right? And say like, you know, I'm finally exploring myself. This is liberating. So people can do that. I can certainly see if I have hobbies or skills that I haven't explored. That's JUSB connector, which is a 14, yeah, USB 2.0. And you know, the project of being honest with oneself is about discovery, if you will. Oh, the endless pursuit of exploring. Yeah. It's you know, you don't know the reality. You know, you got to sort of find out for yourself. And it changes over the years. So, like, things that I might not have been interested in when I was younger, I like. It's like food. How you can change the kind of food that you like as you age. You know, everything is like that. You know, sort of things that I maybe wasn't that interested in when I was younger. Keep perspective on. What am I doing here? That is going into, okay, so that's a CPU fan. I need that. This one, I need this. That goes on the line below. I've done this like 6 or 7 times. I think I know what I'm doing, but the CPU fan can go right there. That's good. Ideally, I wouldn't be doing this many times. Okay, so it goes in here. USB I don't care about. USB I don't care about. This is, I care about this one. And then there's the plug for this. Supposedly came through, but I don't see it now. It should be coming through this hole right. There used to be a hole right there. Right here. This is not plugged in. So let's just try it. Now I need to plug this thing in. So I'm going to try it with these little pliers, which is usually a really stupid idea. Because whenever you have metal with plastic, that means that metal beats plastic. So I'm not going to give you information. Metal can deform and break plastic really easily, so you don't want to be using metal tools on plastic. All right. What do we have now? So that was this fan. Yeah, I don't think, you know, to keep the space, that keeps the plastic on anymore. Let me see if I can find out where it went. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so it's this thing right here. There it is. And so, I have to plug it around. God, stuff's so hard. Yeah, the MSI board is definitely one on this one. the previous one. So the next thing that's going to happen is when I plug it in, I'll have to then immediately go and check the temperature controls. Make sure I've plugged everything in right. These things should have overrides that will shut it down if the you get it? Yeah, they'll shut it down if it gets too hot because the cooling isn't set up right. But it's certainly within my interest to make sure to try to be as good as possible. So there it is. I think it's good. Sure. Graphics card. Does this thing have onboard graphics? No, it doesn't. That's why I couldn't get it aligned right. Okay, so here is this thing now. Just put one mounting screw on there just to keep it in place for now. I knew it was the right kind. And there's a power button down here on this board to make my life easier. So I guess what I'm going to do for display is bring this screen over. I don't like any of this crap, by the way. So hold on. Here's a display, and we need power, and then we need a graphical connector. So look at power. Oh, come on. Yeah, power. Just make sure you get that thing out of there. Perfect, okay. Right, that works perfect. So now I need to just get a strip over here somehow. Let me see how I fix. Oh shit. Look what I knocked over all my screws. These things were very well organized before, and now I'm not going to reorganize them. That's a waste of time. But I'll keep them in this box. Eventually, as I use them, I'll reorganize them. But I'm not going to spend any special time doing it right now. Yeah. It's too bad. Anyway. Let me see what I was doing before. So that's there. Nothing to here. I could probably move this to here.